What was it like to walk back into the arena again for you?
Obviously, it brings a lot of memories. So many times walking those halls as a player. So many special nights in this building. You feel like you're back in your 30s, which I'm not anymore. So it's just, it's beautiful. We've been so lucky to have enjoyed such a special chapter. Playing basketball, playing in the NBA, playing for several teams, but obviously the Lakers being a very special one. And tonight it just, the anticipation, the excitement, the honor received, it's so big to me that it's just been really hard to take in, but I have to keep reminding myself, this is a celebration, this is great, this is lovely. It's amazing that you can experience this in your life and have so many people around you that have followed you and have joined you and been next to you in your journey. So it's amazing, guys. All I can say is thank you.
All right, Mike Trudell from Spectrum.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
Great to see you.
Good to see you.
So just starting with basketball, we know the story, a kid from Barcelona and, the Olympics in '92 and everything like that. But how did you see that whole path? You have the growth spurt, and then you play in Spain, and here you are now, the first international player to have your jersey retired up there with the rest of the Laker greats.
Yeah, I mean, life goes by pretty fast, right? It's in a blink of an eye. You can be a kid playing basketball in your school with your buddies. Then all of a sudden, you're realizing your dream and you're becoming professional, and now you're trying to get better and trying to be better and trying to prove yourself and trying to keep growing. And then all of a sudden, you have a chance to fulfill a bigger dream, which was to play in the NBA. Then you fulfill that dream, and then you just keep going, keep pushing yourself, and now you have a chance to play for the greatest franchise in basketball and one of the best in sports. And all right, and Kobe welcomes you and say, hey, let's go out there and win us a ring. It's like, okay, I'm in, right? And then you're here, and you get through 3 straight finals. You just, it's hard to take it all in. I think I've done as good as I could to really embrace it and savor it. But tonight, it just it really exceeds any dream or expectation that I've had because it means so much, and obviously with Kobe up there, it just adds something, meaningful and powerful and sad and happy and painful and joyful, and it's a lot of things. So just truly honored, to have such a privilege to experience, and not the, I've done my part. No one gives you recognition for free or anything like that, but and I appreciate it a lot. I value it, but it's been an incredible journey. It's like life has been like a tornado, in a way. It's just, but you just keep riding the wave, right? I mean, riding the wave, doing the best you can, enjoying every single second, not taking anything for granted, making relationships, appreciating people, acknowledging everyone's role and position, and truly being thankful, because the journey will end at some point. So we're just going to enjoy it and make it as impactful as we can while we're here.
On the right, Jim Hill.
Yep. Powell, first of all, congratulations, buddy.
Thank you, Jim.
And thanks for everything you've done for all of us. We know how emotional you are. Can you put into words the last few days as you've come to the arena to know that finally you're going to look up there and see 16 with all those other greats?
It's really hard, I woke up this morning, my heart was beating pretty fast at 6 a.m. Couldn't go back to sleep. I guess, like I said, the excitement, the anticipation, it's been huge. The last few days, I've been trying to distract myself in a way, kind of a mix of doing stuff and kind of taking it easy. not being worn out because it's, it's a lot. But it's so special. That's why I feel this way, because it's so special and so unique. To have so many people around me today, people that travel from Spain, family, friends, teammates, former teammates, some opponents. Obviously, you guys, it's going to be a special night. That is hard. And then when I see the number, I don't know how I'll feel. I don't know. I told the last guy that asked me that question, how do you visualize that moment? It's like, I feel like I'm going to need a chair because I don't know how my legs are going to react. I don't know if my legs are going to hold me. I hope they do, it's something very special.
Left side, Bill Plaschke.
Hey, pal, over here. Welcome back.
Hi, Bill.
Can you talk about how Kobe affected you as a player and maybe how you affected him as a player?
I mean, he definitely, inspired me and showed me what it took to be, the best player that you could be. The work ethic, the dedication, the mindset going into it. He challenged me to be better, with his actions, with his work, but also he was very, intentional with his actions. And I was all the way in. So I would go as far as he would want me to go, and I wanted to win, and it was some very special time, very special years. He really elevated me, I think, as he did with most of the players that we had. I think all of us. It's when you're around a player or a person of that caliber that demands excellence of himself and of everybody else. I think that's something that you want to be around. And what I try to do is compliment him, really provide as much as he needed and the team needed at the time. I had to evolve as a player to be better in order to be that second-grade player of our team. And I put my mind and effort and heart into it to do that. I think looking back, 3 straight finals, it's not easy to do. So I try to compliment him. We connected at an intellectual level too. I try to catch the passes that he would throw my way and make plays on both ends. And that's what the team needed. That's what he expected of me, and that's what I wanted to provide. Thank
All
you.
right, second row, Dave McMenamin.
Pal, good to see you as always.
Good to see you, Dave. Great article, by the way. I read it yesterday.
Oh,
Thank you.
thanks. You got it. So we hear Lakers' long line of legendary big men, and you're included in that group. In what ways do you fit with the Wilts and the Kareems and the Shaqs, George Mikan, maybe even Anthony Davis? And what ways are you unique, either in your skill set or the era you played in?
I guess a common denominator is that I provided something valuable to the team to help the team win. I don't know. I wouldn't dare to compare myself with those great players. I have so much respect and honor. I've been able to hang out with Kareem a little bit this past weeks, the All-Star weekend. He was sitting at my table with Pau Gasol. I was like, I should say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar here, not Pau Gasol. It was one of those things that is so humbling. He came to my party yesterday. We did a little gathering for friends, and he's always so great, and gracious. So, it's amazing to be amongst those guys. All I can say is, I'm honored. I'm thankful. I'm going to try to. I think with this recognition, to me, it also comes with responsibility to live up to this honor. To always make sure that you remember how you're recognized in a franchise like this, in a city like this, and who you're accompanied with. you know, who you're, so, again, I guess part of the reason, I guess, that I'm up there is because I helped the team significantly to win those championships, you know. If we didn't win those championships, you know, we wouldn't be sitting here, right? If I didn't contribute in a significant way, we wouldn't be here. We might be here, but not talking about this. We'd be be doing something else. So again, it's just, you know, I can only say that I'm very fortunate.
Mark Medina in the front row.
Mark, how are you? Thank you.
How do you compare your accomplishments with the Lakers to your accomplishments with the Spanish national team and FC Barcelona?
I think they're all unique and special in a similar but different way, because the circumstances are different. The environment, the league is different, the competition is different, but I cherish them all. When they ask me about what is it, the sweetest moment or victory of all, you know, it's hard to say again, but, you know, that Game 7 against the Celtics is just, I don't know if there's a bigger game. I mean, I wish we would have won one of the Olympic finals against the U.S. in 08 or 12. That would have been nice. And I'm proud the way we played, the way I played, and the way we competed, and the way we made our country proud, and how we, I think, aspired as an international or a country, other countries, you know, to do better, that it's possible to challenge a great U.S. team and have a chance to beat them. So, you know, my national team is such a unique kind of feeling. Then you get together for a month and a half. You play almost every summer. You're competing in the rest of the world. It's kind of, you know, cool that way. But you do, like, you know, 1 month of training, 2 weeks of competing. You win, you lose. We won most of the time. We did some good stuff. You know, with the Lakers, NBA season, it's a grind. Every other night, games on the road. Everybody's going after you, going after everyone. You know, only one champion at the end. It's hard to win.
All right. On the left over here against the wall.
Hi, how are you?
Hey,
Good to
Jarvis
see you.
Beard, Grind City Media, Memphis. You talked about being elevated by coming here to play with Kobe.
Yes.
What was that like for you when you first came over here as a shy 19-year-old to Memphis, a place like Memphis, to be the face of that franchise? You had to elevate everybody else, and how that helped shape you and harden you to become the player that could reach a day like this.
Thank you. I did look like I was 19, but I was 21. But I did look like I was 19. You know, and I felt like it, I guess. You know, it was, to me, when I got to Memphis, it was a dream come true. I was playing in the NBA, the second Spanish player to ever do it. I was the third pick of the draft, which I was also another unexpected accomplishment that kind of sped up my departure from Spain and got to the NBA. And, you know, we kind of set the roots of what the Grizzlies are in a way today. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of those guys, the young guys, the veteran guys, that we kind of started something in Memphis. And then, you know, the first year I actually, you know, performed at a pretty high level. And even though we didn't win a lot of games as a team, we were figuring it out, and I was able to play well and be Rookie of the Year, which was another unexpected accomplishment. And then as we got better, we got more experience. Those young players developed with Shane, Mike Miller, and others. You know, we had some good seasons. We had some competitive seasons, and I think we made our city excited and proud. Then things kind of went another way because of circumstances. You know, ownership was selling the team, and so that kind of froze all our chances to get better. And then another door opened, and an opportunity occurred, and I was traded to the Lakers, which, you know, was a big opportunity for me, and it changed my life, and I'm so thankful for. You know, and then my brother went to Memphis, and he had an amazing career in Memphis. And he provided many great years. So, you know, just overall, I mean, it's like a movie, you know, that it's just incredible to believe. It really feels like a movie, that a lot of great things have happened in my life. So I'm thankful.
All right, we got the last 5 in English in the queue, right over there, yellow jacket on the right.
En español.
Well, we'll do that. You'll be the first one in Spanish afterwards. Why don't we get Ramona right there?
Hey, Ramona, how are
Hey,
you?
Kyle, how
Good
are
to see you.
You too. I'm sure you missed us as well during these.
A lot.
Yeah. My question is really about Phil Jackson and the role he played in your life as a person, but also as a coach. And
Yeah.
I know when you came over here, and you definitely had your moments with Phil, and he pounded on your chest one time.
I remember that.
What did he do for you as a person, as a player, and the way he sort of unlocked your game?
Yeah, I mean, Phil is so unique in a way that he's known to figure out a way to get the best out of his players, understand, how he can poke him and motivate him and see where's too far, where's too little, and fine tune that. I love how spiritual, intellectual he is. I love his whole demeanor, really, even though sometimes it could get under your skin, and he would do that purposely, and he would get a kick out of it. That's just how he was, how he is. But I love continuing to see him over the years, and every time pretty much that I come to LA, we find time to get together and have lunch, and we talk, and it's great. I tell him I love him. I hug him. I trying to go visit him to Montana and spend some time in the mountains, but hopefully we'll make that happen soon. He was doing some work last year, didn't happen. I go back in the summers to Spain most of the time, so it's hard during that summertime where Montana is blossoming, I guess. But I don't mind. I won't visit because of the weather. I want to spend time with him. That's really what I care about. And so it's been great. We developed such a nice relationship. Once you're in that grind and you're in that quest, it's hard to appreciate certain things. You're just trying to figure things out and go. But when you look back, you get to reflect and really appreciate a lot of those moments. How he, again, motivated me, how he put me in positions to succeed. It seemed so seamless, right? When I got to the Lakers, and I was like, oh, this guy fits right away. I mean, he feels like he's been playing the triangle for 10 years. And it was just, it was special. It was special because it put me in positions where then I could play the game, I could make reads. I was a willing passer. I could also score. So it was great. And I had good shooters around me. I had a dominant player that could take over in the fourth quarter anytime we needed to. Seemed to work. All right. So Phil is a special person in my life, and he's highly loved in my family.
All right there in the middle.
We know earning the trust of Kobe Bryant wasn't easy. So when you reflect on your approach to your craft and to your game, what was it about you, do you think, that Kobe wanted to trust and ultimately made your partnership so successful?
I mean, I feel like when the trade happened, he realized that was the opportunity, of me joining the team. And I think sometimes it's up to you to make situations work, and you're gonna try to make the best out of that, right? And so when I joined the team, it's like, hey, this is the opportunity. You can take us and help us get to the next level, the level that he wanted to be, and win championships. And once, started playing and winning games, and we went from 6th place to 1st place, and within months of my arrival, it's like that's all. That's what he needed. That's what he wanted badly. So the way we competed together, the way we understood each other, the way we play off each other, the way we made plays for our teammates, and ultimately translated into 2 championships. I think that earned his respect as a player. But then what I loved, and I don't talk much about it, because is what we were able to accomplish in the way we connected off the court. And the relationship and friendship that we developed off the court that he didn't have with many people. He just didn't open that door. He didn't connect that way sometimes with others, only with his family. So it's just, and that translated into something now beautiful with Vanessa and the girls. So that's important.
Last 3. Steve Futterman.
Congratulations, pal.
Thank you.
I want to ask you a bit after that, going from sixth to first place, you play the Celtics, you come up a bit short.
Sure.
As I recall, correct me if I'm wrong.
I won't.
Okay. Kobe had some tough love after that with you. I think he wanted you to get tougher and stand up more to the Celtic type of play. How was he able to communicate that to you and not have that bother you? I think sometimes players will say something to another player, you need to do more. Sometimes it doesn't work, and then in your case it seemed to work. And then follow up on that, can you talk a bit about how much you miss Kobe Bryant?
Well, it was after the finals, he never approached me that way. It was more the media that made a big deal, about, us and me personally kind of falling short physically from the challenge from the Celtics at the time. And, obviously it hurt. It was painful for us and for me personally to lose those finals because you never know. I never played a final before, and you never know when you're going to play, if you're going to play another one. There's many great players and teams that don't play finals, haven't played finals. So, again, it hurt. It was a missed opportunity, but it was an opportunity for growth, and we grew. I grew personally. I took it personally. What Kobe did, we faced each other in Beijing in the Olympics. You guys seen the Redeem team, it shows a little bit of that and kind of how he challenged also me and kind of motivated his team by making plays or making a statement. It worked for them. But then what he did is, when I had the first day of training camp, put that gold medal in my chair, in the locker room the first day, and then I see it and I look at him and he's giggling, right? But then he comes to me and says, hey, you lost against the Celtics last June, you lost against us. Let's not make it 3 in a row for you, all right? I'm doing it for you. He was really thinking of me. So he was like, all right. I was already ready to go and committed to, get stronger and take a step forward in my play because that's what it required in order to dominate and be the best out there. So, but, he had he wanted to make sure that I knew that where he stood and how much he wanted it. And so we were on the same page, and we were on a mission. That year, we played great, and I think we dominated from beginning to end. We had some matchups, we had some challenges along the way, and that's what the playoffs also are about, to make you grow and make you prepare for the next series. So, that's what it did.
Last one in English.
I miss him a lot. I miss him a lot. But there's nothing I can do about that, right? But to love his family. That's how I deal with it.
Last one in English right here in the front.
Dan Wicke with the LA Times.
How are you?
Along those lines, being in this room, excuse me again, being in this room, this is a room you celebrated that second championship, a game that answered a lot of those questions about physicality. Have you thought at all, I assume you thought a lot about that day and that game, but have you thought about sort of the ripples of that for other European players and that label of soft and stuff like that? And have you considered sort of your legacy beyond just being a Laker, but your legacy for international players in this game?
Well, I like to think that I've contributed to the growth of the international players and game, and hopefully inspired some younger players to play the game. Just like I was inspired to play the game by older players. And that's the beauty of life, that cycle, right? And that ripple effect. But yeah, there was a point in time where international players, European mainly, were considered labeled soft no matter what. And then I think with some high performances and some statements, that label is not used anymore. And now you got 3 of the best players in the league, if not the 3 best, being international, being European. And that's something to be proud of. I'm proud of it, to see that, because that also inspires not just Europeans, but kids from all over the world. This is a global game. If you work hard enough, if you put everything on the line, you have a chance. So give yourself a chance if you really want it, if that's what the path that you want to follow. So it's been great. It's great to see the game grow globally and see those players just go out there and perform and dominate the game, really. You know, it's been exciting.
All right, we have about 10 minutes left for Spanish questions. Start over here.
Pau, me da mucho gusto verte de regreso aquí en
Gracias.
la casa de los Lakers, donde fuiste campeón. En unas horas, tu número 16 estará inmortalizado al lado de los grandes. Háblanos de tus emociones. Y por otro lado, Kobe Bryant siempre bromeaba y decía que la clave de la comunicación entre ustedes era que hablaban en español. Pero cuéntanos de cómo creció y cuál fue la clave para crear esa hermandad adentro y fuera de la cancha.
Bueno, hoy es un momento muy especial que aún estoy pues digiriendo, ¿no? Y aunque ya estamos muy cerca del momento del ver mi camiseta, mi nombre, el nombre de mi familia con esos grandes jugadores y leyendas de esta franquicia. Es un momento pues que, bueno, pues del cual estoy muy ilusionado, muy agradecido y un honor tremendo, ¿no? Y bueno, Kobe, la pregunta era, perdona, hablar español. Sí, bueno, él desde el principio, desde el primer partido empezamos a hablar en español y empezó a hablar a mí, y digo, era algo diferente también que no esperaba y fue una manera de conectar rápidamente con él, ¿no? Y bueno, pues eso es lo que hizo es fomentar nuestra comunicación y que nuestra relación creciera muy rápido. Así que ayudó mucho, sin duda, y aparte pues era divertido porque los contrincantes pues no sabían lo que decíamos, ¿no?
Vale, ok, vamos a empezar, ya hemos empezado con las preguntas en español, pero vamos a ir con también los periodistas españoles, español y catalán. Vamos a ir diciendo uno cada uno, pero la primera pregunta te la quiero hacer, Pau.
Venga.
Ha venido mucha gente de España,
Sí.
te va a ver mucha gente desde España. ¿Qué tienes que decir a toda esa gente que se va a levantar a las 4 de la mañana para ver a Pau Gasol?
Pues que me siento muy afortunado de todo el cariño, la admiración que tengo desde España, desde mi casa, durante muchos años, ¿no? Yo creo que empezó, cuando empezó mi carrera, pues mucha gente estaba ilusionada y se ilusionó con lo que estaba haciendo y lo que estaba consiguiendo. Así que, bueno, pues me siento muy afortunado y agradecido por ese cariño y ese esfuerzo que han hecho pues muchas personas, ¿no? Mucha gente me ha robado muchas horas de sueño en mi vida. Sí, pues, lo siento de verdad, pero bueno, espero que haya merecido la pena y que hayas disfrutado esas horas, ¿no? O sea, ha sido un viaje especial que lo que también he intentado y he sentido muy de cerca es el cariño y el apoyo de mi gente, de mi país, y lo sigo sintiendo cada día, ¿no? Cada día esté donde esté, estando a no sé cuántas millas o kilómetros estamos de distancia, pero lo siento muy cercano.
Pau, felicidades. ¿Qué tal? Katia Castorena de ESPN. Hablabas de cómo Kobe te dio la bienvenida en este equipo, en este edificio. Hoy pensar en el simbolismo de que sus jerseys te reciban ahí arriba también, inmortalizando la tuya, además, como ese representante del mercado internacional y lo que eso implica en esta franquicia, en este equipo de los Lakers, siendo el primero. ¿Qué sentimientos evoca?
Bueno, pues muchísima emoción, muchísimo orgullo. Vuelvo a decir, ¿no? Es simplemente estar ya en ese grupo como tan selecto y excepcional de jugadores, de leyendas de mi deporte, de esta franquicia, es un reconocimiento pues muy grande, difícil para mí de ponerle nombre y saber la magnitud que tiene y bueno, siendo el primer jugador internacional, pues también es un orgullo especial, ¿no? No sé, de alguna manera pues sí que sientes, ¿no? Pues que abres y has abierto puertas, ¿no? Puertas que antes no estaban abiertas. Y es algo bonito, es algo sin duda especial.
Pau.
¿Qué tal, Pepe?
Siempre he dicho que fue una bendición que tú llegaras a los Lakers y tu elocuencia solo se compara con tu sencillez y lo vivimos todos. Para la audiencia hispana fue un parteaguas cuando llegaste tú, fue una alegría. Pero mi pregunta es, ¿tienes un recuerdo tuyo que sobresalga de toda tu historia con Lakers?
Es muy difícil decir un solo momento, ¿no? El momento de la llegada fue muy especial porque es cuando empieza. Y yo creo que eso tiene un valor grande, ¿no? Como tú dices, para mí también fue un cambio muy grande en mi vida y en mi carrera. y una oportunidad que quería aprovechar al máximo. También pues que Los Ángeles tengan una comunidad hispana tan grande y tan importante, pues también para mí pues fue una conexión también muy grande e incluso pues una manera de linkar más con la ciudad, ¿no? Y luego pues los campeonatos son los momentos más bonitos también de vivir, porque es cuando consigues el objetivo y todo el mundo está eufórico, feliz, el poder alegrar a una ciudad entera y más allá de ella, porque la afición de los Lakers es muy grande. Bueno, pues son momentos que me quedo para siempre.
Vale, vamos ahora con Rubén Parra, luego con Elena y luego con David, ¿vale? Para que lo sepáis vosotros.
Hola, Pau.
Hola,
Rubén
Parra.
El partidazo de COPE. Siempre has sido un tío muy inteligente y has manejado muy bien la escena, pero en estos últimos días te estamos viendo ahí en un equilibrio emocional. Este reconocimiento de hoy es el más grande que puede recibir un jugador. Para mí, por encima incluso del Hall of Fame, porque es más difícil que te retire camiseta los Lakers que entrar en el Hall of Fame desde mi punto de vista humilde. ¿Para ti el reto emocional que vas a enfrentar en unas horas es también así de grande?
A nivel emocional, sin duda es uno de los momentos más, ¿no?, que más difícil me está siendo de gestionar, ni de digerir, porque como tú dices, ¿no?, pues yo soy una persona bastante estable, comedida, y esto, claro, la emoción que me genera esto y los sentimientos que me generan son sentimientos ajenos y sentimientos muy fuertes. Entonces hay me está fluyendo tantas cosas por dentro que es difícil. Es difícil pues, el trasladarlas, el contenerlas, querer dejar que fluyan, expresarlas. Por eso me veis un poco haciendo el equilibrista, ¿no?, en el hilo. En cualquier momento pues creo que hay una red abajo, pero bueno, es un momento tan bonito y de tanta magnitud que incluso pues eso da vértigo, ¿no?, y te sobrepasa.
Pau,
Sí, Elena, ¿qué tal?
te veo tocar con mucho cariño tus anillos. En España no habíamos tenido la oportunidad de verte los puestos en las manos. Los anillos brillan, pero tú hoy tienes una luz muy especial por encima de todo, Pau.
Muchas gracias, Elena. No, esta es una ocasión tan especial. No me los pongo, ni aquí ni allí, ¿no? Yo no sé si me los habré puesto 2 o 3 veces desde que los gané. En contadas ocasiones, ¿no? Y bueno, me llevan a esos momentos, ¿no? Son momentos bonitos, momentos de los cuales sentirse pues orgulloso y porque has vivido algo muy especial y has sido parte de ello, ¿no? Y bueno, pues me gusta, no sé. Quizá debería sacarlos más de vez en cuando, aunque sea solo en casa y nada. Aunque sea para el aniversario, ¿no?, de los días que los conseguimos, aunque sea eso. Pero sí que es bonito sentirlos ahora.
Hola, Pau.
Hola.
David,
Hola, David.
Onda Cero, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien.
No sé si has llegado a ver cómo está la cancha.
No.
Te doy una pista. Hay en cada silla una camiseta de juego con el número 16 de Pau Gasol. A mí se me ponen los pelos de punta, con lo cual imagino que tú ahora mismo, sabiendo que allí todo el mundo va a estar con tu camiseta.
Bueno, va a añadir un punto más de emoción y de alegría, ¿no? Y de orgullo también al momento, sin duda. Es una noche muy especial que ya te digo, espero poder pues tener un cierto control para poder disfrutarlo primero y luego poder, pues, aunque esos 4 o 5 minutos que voy a tener con el micro, poder expresar lo que quiero expresar, ¿no?, que sobre todo es agradecimiento. Así que nada, a los Lakers estoy muy agradecido porque han hecho que esta noche y este día sea un día muy especial, no solo para mí, sino para mi familia, para mis amigos, para toda la gente que habéis venido de España, para la prensa de aquí, para la ciudad de Los Ángeles. Bueno, un día para mí que va a ser pues inolvidable.
Y vamos ya con la última pregunta aquí.
Hola.
Pau, felicidades.
Muchas gracias.
Pau, ¿cómo es la relación tan especial de tu familia con Vanessa y sus hijas?
Bueno, pues es una relación de familia, de amor incondicional, de realmente es eso. Estamos unidos, ¿no? Como Kobe era mi hermano, pues Vanessa es mi hermana, esas niñas son mis sobrinas y las quiero y quieren a mis niñas y a mi niña y a mi niño y Vanessa es la madrina de Eli y es una relación de familia, ni más ni menos, ¿no? Con muchísimo cariño, con muchísimo amor, apoyo y bueno, y para mí eso es lo que significa el ser familia, ¿no? Un amor incondicional fuerte y para siempre.
Bueno, pues ya está, cerramos las preguntas en español. Y nada, Pau, ¿tienes preparado ya el discurso? ¿Va a ser improvisado?
No, tengo unas líneas preparadas, sí, pero no es nada, es todo lo que va a salir de dentro. Pero bueno, algo te tienes que preparar con anterioridad para poder, sobre todo en un momento tan emocionante, poderlo transmitir, ¿no? Y tener un guión, una estructura que te ayude a ir tirando.